Hello everybody. I got some rehousings done today, finally. Here's the Poecilotheria rufulata, unsexed. I have no idea on this one. I'm gonna go, I didn't see anything in the substrate, but I'm sure there's gotta be a molt in there. I put a cricket in. Don't know if it's ready to take it or not. It was kind of a pain getting it out of the container. But once I did, got it into the transfer cup pretty easily, and in here real easily. So what I did, this is again, let's put this light on here, turn this light off. This is the snap tight container. Okay, I used a piece of half cork round that was in with the Avicularia rufa. Moved it into here. Lower light. Is that better? I don't know. Maybe that's a little better. I don't know. She's not very big. In fact, she probably didn't need to go into this size container, but I thought, you know, rufulatas grow pretty quickly, so it's not going to hurt her being in here. She's got a nice little area there that she can hide. And then what I did in the front, just kind of really for aesthetics, but it's not really anything super. It's actually the side, which is the front, but there's the front of the cork bark, and I just put some fake foliage in there. You can see as I dump substrate in, it got all over the side here. So, and I found out that I need a new soldering gun because mine's not heating up very well. So I'm going to have to clean these holes up with my reamer. I wanted to get them in here. So I did this one. This one was named, back when I had it, was named Mystique, so I'm just going to keep that name. There's the cricket. I don't think it's going to eat. She is kind of small and thin. I'm hoping that... Oh, yeah, there she goes. So that's good. We got a bonus settle feeding. That's nice. Trying to play with this little light here. Gives more of a natural light, but it also makes it so that you see all the other little blemishes, all the substrate that's on the side of the enclosure, which is going to end up being webbed anyway. But so yeah, okay, we got her to eat, or him, Mystique. We thought it was a girl before, but I never had a molt that actually told me for sure, so we were kind of just speculating. But she's not growing quick at all. I mean, I don't think she even gained size at all since I gave her to my friend and got her back. She doesn't look much bigger. So, okay, so we rehoused her, and I'll get the other ones. Hold on. So, playing with the lights again. Here is the Avicularia rufa. Now, this is the other female. I have to go back over my records and see what we had named this one before, but you can see right there. Here, we'll do this because she's not going to go anywhere. She's actually pretty placid. See if we can. She's kind of up on those leaves. I think she's going to take to this pretty well. This is the enclosure's half the size of what she had. A little bit of substrate. As you can see again, my lovely soldering gun didn't do a very good job. I usually use the reamer and just poke the holes and then use the reamer. This is what I use. I think I showed this tool before, and then I got, actually, sorry, just trying to unscrew the top so you guys can see what I do, and I'll ream these holes out. Here is what it looks like. Okay, so you can see it's tapered and it's got a cutting edge right there. So if you put this in there, you can just give it a couple quick turns here like this, and that'll clean out these holes a little bit. So I'll probably do that, and it's not going to hurt the tarantula at all. Sometimes the shavings will get down inside the substrate, but it isn't really going to bother them whatsoever. They live in plastic. I don't think a little bit of tiny pieces of plastic here or there in the bottom is going to hurt them. Water dish there in the corner. And what I did is, you could see, it's hard to see, but I found this piece of wood at work when I was outside just checking out the stuff outside. We have like a little section of woods back there. But that's what it looks like. Let me turn this off. that. So there you have, it's like wedge, so it's kind of going horizontal instead of vertical. And I figure with the canopy leaves up on top that she would web, you know, maybe in this area or in that area, hopefully not on the lid, but down in this area. So this will give her kind of natural cover. And these like to hide a little bit. I mean, my other one loved to hide, so they do like to kind of hide a little bit more than some of the other avics that I've had. So that's her, and let me get the other two rehousings that I did. Okay, here is the smaller of my two Brachypelma Amelias. Moved this one out of Delico and into my little systemas. These little plastic containers, I really kind of like these. They stack real well. They have lips on the lids, as you can see, so that they sit right inside there, and you can see how I have them stacked right there. The little one's right underneath the log right there. Real easy transfer. Actually, this one did a walk onto the hand into the enclosure, so it was a quick kind of over the top of the fingers, not really on my hand, you know, just kind of over the top, because the way that I was manipulating this one to move, it went the other way. So my hand was there and it went on that, so I just kind of moved my hand over and let it crawl in. I moved its little piece of bark. It's kind of like, not quite half round, but it's got this little cutout area right there, and I put a old, there's a piece of two pieces of wood that I glued together that I used originally for my grandma stole a pulcher piece when he was just a little guy, and then it moved to the Pamphobedius platyoma when she was just a sling, and then it moved to the Sazame, and so I rehoused the Sazame also. I'll get him down, but this is the Amelia. I wanted to make sure that trying to get all my brachy slings into these. So the Baumgarteni is in one, she is in one, is there another one in one? I don't think there's another brachy in one of these, but I have one more, I think, right there that can be used, and I think I have one more under my bed storage. So I want to get all the little brackies in there. I don't know if the Alba Pelosi, the Alba Pelosi could probably go in one, the little one, and then the little Vagans probably can go in one. Okay, now I got to be careful with this one because she's kind of quick. This is the Tarantulas Sazame. So I used, if you guys remember, Miko's old little hide. Miko was the Nandu Carapoense, so it's kind of outgrew the little hide. I made this with skulls and some wood. So I put the Sazame in there and gave it some foliage, because this one always seemed to like the plants. And we're right back there. We're starting to get some blue hue on it now since it molted last. And it should be due to feed pretty quick like. Well, actually, I think I already have fed it once since it molted, so it's probably ready for another feed. But I'm going to let this one settle because I don't like where it's located right now. I don't want to startle it with prey because it will just come right out the side. So these Sazames are pretty flighty, and I've heard a couple people say that they are some of the most defensive spiders that they own, that these ones will be more apt to throw up a threat posture than others. And I guess we'll see as this one and my other one grow a little bit, what their habits are like and how their demeanor is. Very pretty spider. So yep, so she got a little place to hide in there and dig, and then I put a half log in there just to crawl with a water dish that I thought well, maybe I didn't put water in it yet. I think I didn't because it was the way it bolted into this enclosure from the older one. So we'll put water in there and put her away. I did feed Monocentropas balfouri sling, but I didn't see it eat, and the Neoholotheli ense, the unsexed one, ate. So I'm not really, I got a bunch of small baby crickets and a bunch of medium-sized crickets, and I want to feed a few of the slings Tomorrow, if I have time, I have to work, and then Alex has a playoff game tomorrow for Legion Ball, so we'll be kind of busy, but I want to try and get some slings fed tomorrow. Probably won't film them because they're the ones in the small vials. It's just too hard, you know, the Darlingis and the Discalus and those ones over there, the Fimbriatus, you know, those ones there. So we do have a molt. Now hold on, I wonder if she flipped yet. Yep, flipped back over. Look, I don't want to take the lid off and startle it because it just molted. We can get a shot of it this way. Plesiopelma species Bolivia. Again, this is one of those ones that I really like the looks of these, and they actually get pretty decent size, 4 to 5 inches. I thought they were a dwarf species, but they're not. They're about a 5-inch spider as a female, so that's pretty exciting. And I also found out that the Holothele sanguinicepus had a name change to Holothele longipes, and they're a lot bigger than what I thought they were going to be. I thought they were only a 2-inch, 2.5-inch spider like the Neo-Holotheliense, but I'm understanding that they can be 4 to 5 inch. Oh, it looks like she's kind of stuck there, isn't she? Yep, I'm going to have to get that off of her, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of work. So I'll update you guys because the abdomen is kind of stuck. She's stuck in the molt there. Not going to hurt her, but I'll try and peel that off of her. Okay, I'll be back. So I'll try and focus down in on her. You can see the top of her abdomen there. There's the carapace. Okay, so that is still attached. I don't know why. I pulled the rest of the molt off. I don't know where I put it. It's here somewhere. Oh, there it is right there. It came right off, but the old carapace is sitting on its abdomen. So I'm going to try carefully to get that off, but I'm not going to go crazy because it probably will just dry up and fall off on its own. So we may just kind of dampen a little bit in here and get the water dish full for this one, and then try to get that little piece off of her. That's kind of funky looking. She's got a carapace on her abdomen. There's nothing. The rest of it came off. Her bottom part is okay. I'll show you real quick. The book lungs are clear. That's always something you have to be concerned about. If we can, yeah, see. Like she came out of this part, the abdomen part, okay. It looks like. I know it's hard to tell, but you can see how dark she is on the back side. So I'm going to try and get that off, and I'll update her tomorrow or the next day. See how she's doing. We got to get this character fed. He's so pretty. It's just a shame that he matured so quick. I'm going to throw a different water dish in there so that we can get some water up on top. That one's kind of inaccessible there. It's underneath the web. And he has been kind of antsy too. So, okay, I'm going to upload this while I try and perform some small surgical procedures here without this spider taking off on us. So have a good day. Thanks for watching, and we'll see everybody soon.